we are back in Pirtletown. I've looked up the requirements for the making of bricks, and the brickery is an upgrade for the charcoal burner, which we are not gonna. Well, I guess we could plan to be here. To build that, we're gonna need clay, so it's also gonna mean we will need a good connection to back here to our port. So maybe I should do something like this. This mountain is quite a pickle to work with, but I think some tunnel like this might work. This will work. It will just require a lot of stone. Now I think there's gonna be a faster connection to our brickworks than the tunnel back here. Although it is gonna be a fast tunnel up to this part of the map. So maybe if I could move the tunnel a little bit closer to this little bridge here, that would work better. As I said, quite a comfy sounding game. And these trees, by the way, I think this is a mod update. They are just cosmetic. You cannot actually harvest them, which is a little bit of a misleading stuff there, but we're gonna have to work with it. Alright, our tailor is built and he's working. He's making some hide coats. So there is that. I'm just looking around at what can I upgrade. I can upgrade this storage warehouse, but this barn to a warehouse. But I think we're gonna use this this bank barn here instead. Huh. I'm gonna have to look. Oh, I think blacksmith. You upgraded blacksmith, so a blacksmithy. A smithy, I think. Yeah, just a large smithy can make joists. And we have more people, so that's very good. I think I can boost my forest number to 2, and the next person is gonna be a school teacher, because I want to have a school up and running as soon as I have the manpower to run it. And while the manpower is still young, because if kids are going to school, they cannot help their parents going to, for example, a barn and bringing food. So that school is the first thing to build, and the second one's gonna be the stone house here. And after this house, I am gonna finally make the trading post, because we're gonna need to start thinking about selling those iron tools. Which we have how many? Iron tools, 38. That's very good. And that is most of our surplus of it. Most of our, actually not surplus, but reserve we got from the beginning of the game. As we have a hunter's lodge, I'm also gonna put a butcher somewhere here, I think, near the tailor, in a spot that I can. Maybe let's try for a spot that would otherwise be wasted or just too tight to hold a house. I think back here is gonna be one of that spots. Yeah, certainly. So I think this is a good spot for a deer butcher. He's gonna make us some nice produce. Maybe not produce, that's fruit and vegetables. He's gonna get us some items we can trade with. I think that's gonna help us early. Now a fishing dock is always a good addition, but it is quite manpower heavy, and it doesn't like to have an abundance of stuff around it. So maybe I should put it maybe somewhere here. You want to maximize the region it encompasses of water. So I think a fishing dock might be good here, I think. I think that is gonna work out. It's gonna be a very cramped village, but I like it. It's actually quite nice. Let's pause this butcher first, as I want to have my stone house ready first. And from what I see, we have again more people, but I'm still gonna keep them as laborers for now. So yeah, very comfy game. Hard, but not very stressful. And I must say, the country life is starting to speak to me quite heavily, because, well, I blame British television. I'm watching some episodes of a series called Escape to the Country, I think, and it's just marvelous. It's just grand. I mean, it's the most riveting TV I have watched yet. As if you don't know it, it's a show about, well, people finding houses, and the showmakers just show off some houses to the people there, and it's just fantastic. You can just watch all these beautiful, quaint little cottages and the views, and what I really like is the a little bit of a tastelessness. I don't want to say tastelessness because it sounds rude, but there's a word for it in Polish. It's nawarstwienie, which means like layers of stuff. Just the amount of china and like hunting treasures and pictures, and it's just a very quaint way of organizing your space that the British have, the English actually, because it's mostly England there. It's really quite an interesting, comfy thing to behold. And it's also very entertaining how gripped you are by people just going, oh, maybe I want this house or maybe this one. Well, we wanted to have some more space here. We wanted to have a study, just stuff like that. I guess I'm getting old. I guess it's just maybe wanting to have something like that for myself. Now a mine would be a nice thing to have, but I'm struggling with finding a good spot for it as usual. Maybe on another bank here. This could almost work. Oh yeah, that could do it. Or maybe on this hill here. Oh yeah, that would look real nice. So let's plant that mine there. And let's wait for it. Looks like we could have the miners living in houses on this other bank here. Now, what I also need to have quite soon is a graveyard. A very small one at first, but we're gonna expand it. Let's have a graveyard at the back of the chapel here. Let's pause the chapel construction. And let's have the cemetery on the back of it. I can just squeeze that. Well, let's be generous. Let's make a 10 by 7. Okay, and somebody just died. The builder died during childbirth, so it's good that way. Well, speak of the devil, speak of the cemetery. I think I jinxed it a little bit. Right, the clothes are done. And when we hit an upper limit on a blacksmith, on a tailor, the person will just go back to be a laborer. I mean, it will say that their job is a tailor, but you're still gonna do all the chores that laborers do. So I think I can afford another builder here, so we can have the work running around the clock. And I think we should go back to this one woodcutter here. Cutter? Cutter. Woodcutter. Now, as you can tell, I get a little bit confused between accents sometimes. Oh, so many things to do. I'm just silently going around my town and just looking for stuff to improve. Looking for something. I did overlook something for sure. As this is winter and we are not running into food problems yet, but I think we're gonna quite soon. Actually, let me cancel these stone removal jobs here. Let's get the closest one here. And let's get the ones that are on a trading shore. Looks like a schoolhouse is almost almost done. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. And our stone is getting low. Very good. I mean, not very good, but it is what it is. And there we go. School is done. Let's put a teacher there. And let's get that house built up. It's gonna be our first house in the town of Pirtletown. That was redundant. When it completes, I'm gonna unpause it. I'm gonna pause it and go to another episode. Read up some of the things. I wonder about these butcher thingies. Are the stalls a good thing to invest in? We could also get some more tools for trade. So let's get another 20 iron tools. And I think we do have... oh, we don't have that much leather. So a tailor is not needed. And some might ask, why am I building stone houses? Well, this is a harsh climate. Autumns, winters and springs are quite cold, so in the long run I really prefer to have warmer stone houses than colder wooden houses and have a whole bunch of firewood and fuel used up. I would rather that would be put to use by making tools out of it. Alright, the first stone house is done. Cartel, Polly with the children Savio, Marinice and Miles just moved in. And with that beautiful soundtrack there, I'm gonna leave Pirtletown here and come back with another episode.